Before you trust somebody and assume that they are a certain way, for then, a moment later, understand that they're not how you thought they would be, you could look at their eyebrows. According to Chinese face reading, you can see a personality through their eyebrows. So there are so many different eyebrows and so many different meanings. But one important thing is that, yes, you can see their personality towards what kind of eyebrows they have. But you have to remember that people can change and people have a lot of opportunities in life. And even though eyebrows that are kind of downward sloping means that the person have a lack of ambition, they need to be good in one thing to feel secure, or they can be depressed. That is true, but if they find inner strength and if they find a great interest, they can have massive success. There are a lot of examples in the celebrity world about people becoming extremely successful with that kind of eyebrows. Even though a certain type of eyebrows, for example, this type of eyebrow, that means that the person are unconventional and they could be the devil's advocate and they could think about life in a different way that we are, but not necessarily very positive. They could be dangerous, they could be mean, but that is also not the case towards some people. When we think about our world and the people around us, our neighbors, our colleagues, we know only what they represent for us. We know their Instagram, we know their Facebook, but we don't know what is going on inside their mind. For example, in Norway there was this doctor and he had brows like this, unconventional. It means that he thinks different than the other people, and he has other traits in his face as well, that when you put all those together, this is kind of a very disturbed man. I would not feel safe around him knowing what I know about face reading. And he was a doctor for decades, and then suddenly people come forward and he's a and now he is in jail. So that is, we trust people and we have a gut feeling towards someone, but we don't take action towards like leaving a situation or trusting our gut feeling. Because people, when you meet people, they're like, okay, how do I want to present myself to this person? How do I want these people to look at me, to experience my personality? And if it's new people or if you're in a professional setting, you don't know, it could be liars. But if you learn a little bit face reading, then you can kind of get evidence for your instinct. And if it's not true, like it was fake, they were really nice, it was a nice family guy, it was a wonderful woman doing a lot for charity, then okay, but it doesn't matter, because then you trusted your instinct, and for you that person might not be safe. There are other eyebrows as well. I'm not going to go into them all, but I'm going to talk about the upward sloping eyebrow. According to Chinese face reading, that is kind of a very stubborn person. Those kind of brows are people that feel like there is nothing that can go against them. They will go towards their goal, but they are being experienced as very sensitive and tender and innocent if they're getting kind of difficult questions. According to Chinese face reading, maybe you can believe those people are kind of getting their way all the time. Everything is easy for them, but it's not. They work really hard towards their success. And in relationship, that kind of people can be very tender and sensitive and vulnerable until they're not getting their way. Then they will show their real strength, because behind that gentle exterior, it lurks an iron will. So you can read more to eyebrows than you think.